Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to another movie review. And for this one, I'm going to for this film, it's not an action movie, but it's a it's a thriller that I think I thought was pretty very good. It's one of my favorite films of 2014 that I actually enjoyed watching back in during 2014. And for this film, I'm going to review Non-Stop, with starring Liam Neeson. And right off, I really enjoy this movie. Like I said, it's one of my favorite films of 2014, and it's a mystery. It's not an action, because the trailer made me seem like it was an action movie, but it's not. It's more of a mystery thriller, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Even though there was the little bit of the action bits I thought was pretty good, but I liked it. There was it was a mystery thriller, and I was interested in the mystery. I thought it was like another good mystery film where where you know who it is until the very end of the movie. And I was, it was a film that I was keep on guessing who is it, who's the person who's behind all this. So yeah, I thought I liked it. I liked the mystery in the film, and and I thought Liam Neeson. I thought he did a really great job in the film, and the film is directed by Jaume Collet-Serra, which he directed 3 films with Liam Neeson. This film, Unknown, and Run All Night. Now, Unknown from 2011, I did not like, but this one I thought was a better one. Run All Night, I still think that Nonstop is better than Run All Night too. So, and also, Jermaine Collet-Serra also directed the House of Wax remake, which I really enjoy. And Orphan, which is another a horror film that I liked as well. So the director has had his ups and downs though, but few films that I liked, and there's a couple of films I didn't care for though. So he's up and down director. But like I said, I enjoy House of Wax. I like Orphan, and I like this film. And the rest of the cast, you have Julianne Moore in the film as well. And I thought she did also was fine as well. The other cast members, I thought they were pretty fine as well. One of the other actors, Corey Stoll, who's in the film, he's a NYPD police officer, which he's also he played Darren Cross in the villain Yellow Jacket in Ant-Man, and another one of the flight attendants is this for mispronounce her name, but she's the actress who won the Oscar for starring in 12 Years a Slave. She's appearance one of the flight attendants in this movie. Her right there, you can see. And overall, I thought the cast with the rest of the supporting cast was fine. Julianne Moore was fine as well, and the rest of the cast, I thought they did their parts well. Liam Neeson, like I said, I thought he did such a great job. Um, I thought he did a great job since he did the first Taken movie, because I absolutely love Taken. The sequels, to hell with those sequels. I enjoy this film a lot more than Taken 2, which sucked a lot. And I know Taken 3, which that film was panned by critics and it deserves so. I have not seen Taken 3 yet, but I'm never going to see that one because Taken 2 I saw and it sucked, and I know that film's going to suck as well. Even more. So I already said Nonstop is already better than the Taken sequels to me, which personally Taken never needed sequels anyway. But this one I would say is a from Taken. Probably at this point I thought he did a great job since he did from Taken, to be honest. And the film goes at a good, decent enough pace. It's on for about what's on? It's only an hour and 47 minutes, but it was a very good pace. And of course, the film got mixed to positive reviews. It has a 60% on Rotten Tomatoes and has a 7.0 on IMDb. So it got some pretty good ratings though. And it performed well at the box office worldwide. It has a total of 222 million. Its budget of 50 million. So it did. Sorry. So it was a box office success. And I like the score by John Ottman, which he has done scores on some other films. I remember his score from House of Wax. But he's done scores on a lot of films as well. But I thought he did a good job with the score as well. I thought it fit the film good. And I wasn't really interested into the story about the film. The mystery and on the plane, of course, probably because people thought it would be disappointed because from the trailer they thought it would be an action movie on a plane. But probably some people were disappointed in that. But I was fine with it. Part of me was expected to be an action movie, but I'm fine that I was wrong. I was really fine that it was actually more of a mystery movie. I was good because there's not many that good mystery movies anymore though. But I thought to me it was like a good old fashioned mystery movie. You know, like back from the good old days. You know, and like Sherlock Holmes. You know, he's trying to put everything together, trying to figure out who's behind this. You know, so I thought it was like a good old fashioned mystery movie to be a modern day good old fashioned mystery movie. And I liked this character Bill, who played Bill Marks. Who used to be a cop, and his daughter. By the way, if anyone knows, like I said, it's a mystery film. If anyone who has not seen this movie and doesn't want to be spoiled by the whole movie, stop right here, and because I'm going to go into spoilers. So if anyone has not seen this movie and really is looking forward to a good mystery movie, go and check this out. But if you haven't seen it and you don't want to be spoiled by the mystery, stop right here because I'm going to go into spoilers. So I'm giving you fair warning right now. So stop right here if you haven't seen the movie. If you don't want to be spoiled by the mystery. So fair warning right here, starting now. Liam Neeson, his character, he used to be a cop, and he's divorced because he lost his 8-year-old daughter from cancer. He's an alcoholic, and he's looking that he's all depressed and stuff. And now he's appointed as a job as an air marshal. And so he pretty much most of his life has gone down the crap. But now all he can do is work as a job as an air marshal. And sometimes he feels sorry again for Liam Neeson for all the stuff that he's going through, and especially throughout the whole film, all the stuff that's happening to him on the plane. He's trying to do the best he can to stop all this, but yeah, it's more things keep on basically getting piled on top of the other, all against him. But he's still trying to figure out what to do. And you really root for Liam Neeson in this because like I said, he has all this stuff that's getting all pinned against him, but he's still trying to do the best that he can. So I like this character. I thought his presence in this movie was really spot on. So is Julianne Moore sitting next to him on the plane, and with her story that she tells later on that like a few years ago that because he sees that she has a scar right here, and that her heart stopped and that she was dead for like 40-some minutes. And that's just said she's like she can die at any time, and she says she's fine with that because she's trying to enjoy the rest of her life the best she can. So that sort of thing. And she's sitting next to him on the plane, and as they take off to London. And I also know the part of the thing I liked that was in the trailer, like he starts getting these text messages. and when it shows he's texting, the actual test pops up on the screen so that we can see we can able to read it. That wasn't the trailer, and I'm glad that was in the movie. And I like that a little bit touch where they actually see this on the screen what he's text messaging. Even on certain places, like you see like a pan shot like a going around him, you see it's the messages right behind him is moving with the camera. Or with a broken phone with a cracked screen, you look through it, you see the text message, look a little bit, see what matching it as the cracked screen. So I like what they do with the text messages. I thought it was a handled effect right there. So you start seeing a text message from our mystery passenger that's on the plane that says that he'll threaten to kill somebody every 20 minutes unless $150 million is transferred to this numbered account. So, until he realizes that the account number is in his name, he's like, what? Why would someone transfer money into an account that's in my name? So, and then there's and he starts suspecting because there's another air marshal that's on board. Who's the guy name? Anson Mount. As the guy is another air marshal that's on board named Jack, which if anyone recognizes this guy, probably won't because he has a beard in the show. He's probably he sees the star of the lead on the TV show Hell on Wheels. If anyone's familiar with the show Hell on Wheels, yeah, he's the main star on that show. But you probably won't recognize him because in the show he had a beard, but in this film he's not. He's the other air marshal that Liam Neeson is suspecting. So then they get into they start talking and suspecting that it's him doing all the stuff, and he really saying that he knows about the text messages, says he needs the money. I'll give you a cut in, and they start getting into a scuffle in the bathroom because he knows something, so they start scuffling in the bathroom, and then the Jack, the character's name. He's trying to pick up the gun they dropped, try to shoot Liam Neeson, and Liam Neeson's telling him, don't do it. So he had no choice, snaps the guy's neck, kills him. And then then his watch goes off because he set this watch for 20 minutes, and 20 minutes is up, indicating that one person's died within the 20 minutes. So then he resets his watch again. Then the person sends in a message saying another 20 more minutes, or another person will die. So then he started asking, the crewman, the captain, and throughout the whole movie, like I said, everything's getting worse for him because the people that's on the ground contacting him on the ground. He's talking on the ground. They start suspecting him that he's hijacking the plane. They're saying he's a terrorist, and stuff. That he's the one who wants the money and stuff. So, and then he starts coming with another plan to get the person, like have he's going through certain people to look at their phones and stuff. One by Corey Stoll, who's the NYPD officer. Another guy who's a doctor. And he suspects one of the guys he's talked to at the beginning of the airport, named Bowen. He suspects him, ties him up and stuff, and tries to get who's because he mentioned something at the airport and says, "Oh, why'd you mention that?" So he ties him up, and but then the plane starts going down. As soon as the plane takes a sudden drop, he goes and flies and hits himself on the ceiling, and then he goes to the cockpit, and then the captain is dead, and he's wondering how could he have died because he and the cockpit him and the co-pilot were the only ones that was in the room. How did it all happen? Stuff. So now that he's dead, 20 minutes is up, so he resets his watch again. And now he's asking comes up with another way to get the person. Like there's another guy who's like a programmer. He can that Julie Moore was talking with him, saying how we can like how a person like a program through a picture text that sends it to the other person's phone, they'll automatically ring. So he's doing that. Has all the people have their hands up. And then he gets the picture text. He gets suspects that it's this person, that this guy phone's ring to see who receives the picture text. So he starts handcuffing him or whatever, tying him up. But all of a sudden the guy starts having a seizure, starts foaming at the mouth, and he dies. So the person that he thought suspected was the responsible behind all this, he dies. So now it's another 20 minutes. It's up. So and now we're now wondering what to do now. He has to talk about with Julianne more, like I mentioned in the beginning, how mentioned that her heart stopped and stuff. So she talks about that. And then he goes back into the bathroom because earlier, like the other air marshal that he killed, he had a briefcase and it had a package of large amounts of cocaine. But then he goes back into the bathroom and opens up the cocaine, but underneath, within the stuff is there's a bomb inside. Within like less than 30 minutes, timed. And then the news starts playing on the TVs. Everyone was listening, telling about Liam Neeson's life, about with his daughter and his divorce and stuff, and how he was pointed from cop to air marshal. So, and then the people saying that people on the ground called TSA saying that you have our attention. The money's transferred to your account. You don't need to bring this any further because they still suspect that he's the one who's the terrorist and hijacking the plane still. And he's even like keeps on saying that he's not in all this. So he still is that no matter how everything is being, everything that's against him, he still denies that he is the one. There's still somebody on the plane still. He keeps on telling him. And then at one point, and then another thing goes up against Laney's, and all the passengers, well, not once again, all the passengers, they start attacking him, trying to bring him down. Then, Bowen, the other passenger they tied up, has the gun pointed at him to let him go, and he says, "Is there a bomb?" He says, "Yes," and then Liam Neeson goes and then says, "Yes, everything you said about me is true. My daughter did die from cancer because I was afraid. I spent more time at work than at home because I was afraid of watching her die. I'm not a good father. I'm not a good man. I'm not hijacking this plane. I'm trying to save it." So now, he has all of them convinced, and he shows them the bomb. So they have a way to a way with the bomb is to put against the rear back of the plane, put all like luggage and bags against it, try to make it less explosive and against the rear door, and you bring the level down to the plane down to 8,000 feet, and the pressure will equalize, so that way it doesn't make the plane fully explode, basically. So, so he's talking to as he's talking with the people again, he notices that they mentioned that someone's been uploading a video of him on holding the guy Bowen on a video. So he takes a look at that person's phone, looks at the video, and then, like I said here, I already gave my spoiler warning. So if everyone says it before I said that, don't watch the video. The guy that he suspected before, Bowen, he's the guy who's behind all this. Because it shows him when he was in the video, him moving him through one aisle of the passenger seats. Actually, the guy stumbled onto one of the guy that he thought was the guy until the guy died. So because he found a poisonous dart, and that's how actually that killed the pilot as the captain as well. Because when he was in the bathroom, he saw a little peephole. And that was actually small enough for a poisonous dart to kill the captain, which how he didn't suspect how he died. So that's how he secretly put a poison dart to the one guy he thought he suspected was it until the guy died. He's actually the guy who was all behind all this, including the other guy who was supposedly helping him with the programmer guy. He's in on it as well. Like they were both in the military and stuff, and the programmer guy, he wants to, to get rich and stuff. But the other guy, Bowen, the whole reason why he's doing this because, um, he's the guy who wants to basically he's the guy who wants revenge because he mentions 9/11 because everyone that like people died that day, including his father, because he wants to to show how vulnerable we are because the need to prove on security and stuff, and basically telling that Lee Neeson's duty as an air marshal is not good at the least bit, so they need to prove on stuff. His whole thing is he wants to do everything to prove on security and stuff like the airports and much others, so stuff like this never happen again. Which people thought that the whole ending was not the best, but I was perfectly fine with it. Like I said, I didn't know who was behind all doing this until the very end, so I was perfectly fine with it, and I was perfectly fine with behind his reasoning. So I was perfectly fine with it. I was perfectly fine with it. I was not bothered by how the reason or the ending. So, and he said he joined the military because he was fighting a war that he doesn't know what we were fighting against. So that's why he planned this whole thing. But then the co-pilot who's still alive, named Kyle, he suddenly drops the plane to 8,000 feet, and this is when you get about the way the action bit was handled. He starts how the way it was handled at when the plane got lowered, the gun that was on the floor it's in slow-mo, sort of starts floating up, and Liam Neeson, which you get this scene right here on the front cover, right there, and shoots Bowen in the head. How the way it was handled at that was pretty good. And the other guy who was the other partner in crime in this, but for the bomb explodes. He gets caught in the blast as well, and pretty much the whole thing is that they all land safely in Iceland, and Corey Stoll, because the guy the programmer guy who was with Bowen, he shot him because the loaded gun wasn't loaded, so he got the gun away from him. He shot him, but he didn't kill him, and shows him that he's still alive. Like basically shot in the shoulder. So, and then it ends with Liam Neeson talking with Julianne more. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed Nonstop. Like I said, I was interested in the story and the whole mystery. That's one of the main things I enjoy about the film. Liam Neeson, I thought he did such a great job in the film. A lot of people that thought were probably disappointed because it was not an action film on a plane. It wasn't an action film. Yeah, probably the trailer was a little bit misleading, but I was perfectly fine with it. I'm glad that this was a mystery film because not really modern day mystery films are like that. So I was kind of fine with it. I thought it was like a good old fashioned modern day mystery film. And like I said, I didn't know who was who. I didn't know who was the person who was behind all this till the very end. So I was glad for that. The cast, I thought they did the rest of I said Liam Neeson, I thought he did such a great job. The supporting cast like Julianne Moore and the rest of the people, I thought they did fine as well. The score by John Ottman his score fit the film well. The location inside the plane, everything in it. Even I would say probably like atmospheric. I would put it. The atmosphere of the whole plane and stuff. I thought was pretty good. The only complaint I would have, because there was I could tell there was a little bit of shaky cam, probably towards the end, but yeah, that's the only complaint I have though. But towards the end there was shaky cam, but it wasn't that much that pissed me off. Yes, that a little bit towards the end, yeah. But that's just a nitpick. It didn't piss me off to hate the movie. No. Yeah, even though yes, you should go easy on the shaky cam and stuff, but it didn't piss me off though. That was the only nitpick that I had. But I thought overall it was a pretty good film. I'm glad it was one of my favorite films of 2014. And I'm glad I saw it in the theater. I guess I did see it in the theater, and I had a good time with it. I had a good time watching this movie. And I'm glad I have it on DVD. I thought it was one of for the past couple of years. I thought this is definitely one of Liam Neeson's best films from the past couple of years, or probably since Taken, I would say. Not the Taken sequels. No, this movie's hell of a lot better than the Taken sequels, hands down. The directing by Jaume Collet-Serra. I thought he did a good job directing. Do I enjoy House of Wax more? I would say I enjoy the House of Wax remake just a slightly bit more. Orphan, I think I like this film a bit more than Orphan, but don't get me wrong, I like Orphan because there's a lot of things I liked about Orphan. So I would put the top three: House of Wax, Nonstop, and Orphan. Those are basically the top three best movies from the director Jaume Collet-Serra. So, or if not, I could put in no particular order because I can't put a best. Those three films I enjoy. It's hard for me to put a top make it top three. So yeah, basically, it's hard. I would put no top. Just the three best films is Orphan, Nonstop, and House of Wax. It's hard for me to say, so I'll just put it that way. I would say I would agree on the bottom here. Thrilling and intense. Liam Neeson delivers. I do agree with that. He absolutely does deliver. Thrilling and intense. I do get that as well. Especially the mystery part, I thought was thrilling and intense. I would put that because that was a good old fashioned mystery, and I was fine with that. I was interested by the story, the mystery, all of it. And for features, as a journey behind the scenes of Liam Neeson, Julianne Moore, and the director, producer Joel Silver, who's been a producer on over a ton of action stuff and movies, and among others. You know, the making of this movie. Yeah, people probably, like I said before, they thought probably would disappoint because it's not an action movie. Even though the action bits I thought was pretty good for the little bit that it was. People say the plot and the ending or the main villain's reason behind why the whole thing. They say was like dumb. The whole plot and the ending of the bad guy's reasoning didn't bother me. Probably say it does bother them, but it didn't bother me. The only tiny nitpick I had was towards the end was the shaky cam bit though, but that was only a nitpick. But overall, I like Nonstop. So, if anyone has not seen the movie, like I said at the beginning of this video, you should try to check the film out, though. So, like I said, I gave fair warning before I went to spoilers, so if anyone has not seen the movie, check it out. Well, probably because they stopped watching the video, because I said, guys, I gave them fair warning about the spoiler part if anyone has not seen it. But, yeah, definitely a good Liam Neeson movie. I've always enjoyed Liam Neeson, and I think he does a great job in the movie. And I enjoy Nonstop. Good old-fashioned mystery, modern-day mystery, thriller, and Liam Neeson did a really top-notch job. Like I said, of all the things that was pinned against him, but he got through it, and he managed to save the day. So yeah. So that's my review for Nonstop. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned on the next movie review. Later.